The excitement at Roosevelt Elementary School in Bismarck this morning is palpable. I am pleased to be joined by Kirsten Baszler. She is the Superintendent of Public Instruction here in North Dakota. And this is Hess Toy Truck Day, and this is a big deal, isn't it?
It is a very big deal. The teachers get excited. The kids, as you can see, are very excited. We have team members from DPI that have come down to help and volunteer. So we were even excited yesterday to come to a school and play with the toy trucks and learn math.
We're going to show you one of these trucks. They're not just any toy truck. They've got a lot of gadgets that go with them. Now, you had an opportunity. First of all, thank you for braving the snow this morning. My goodness, I left the station after the A block, and I'm like, people made an effort to get here. You had a chance to talk to the students. They were all seated on the floor. What was it that you told them about what is important about this day?
So it's very important that our students understand how important science, technology, engineering, and math is. It's very important. And we talked about the major industries that we have in North Dakota. We have some fourth graders in the class or in this group today. And in fourth grade, you learn about North Dakota. That's part of the curriculum. And so you learn about the history and you learn about current economics. And we know that agriculture and energy are two of our biggest industries in the state of North Dakota. So we talked a lot about the important opportunities for jobs and for careers that involve those two sectors, both ag and energy. But an important part of being able to be successful in either of those is being able to do mathematics, connect the engineering, learn about science and the technology. And so that's why it's so exciting to be here, is to connect something fun like a toy truck with actual learning.
You know, and I think you grew up on a farm, didn't you?
No, I actually didn't grow up on a farm, but my father was a rural letter carrier, so we had to live in town, but we had a farm and ranch. So yep, I did it all.
And I grew up on a farm, and I'll tell you what, you can talk about STEM and how that's affecting agriculture. When I grew up on a farm, ag is way different now. It's much more advanced than it was then, and that's why these programs are so important.
It's so true, and you know, as I travel around the state and visit classrooms, we have some kids that aren't excited about learning, but when they learn that, oh, it's going to help me be a better farmer, it's going to help me be a better rancher, it will help me be a better employee of one of our oil industry partners, then they get excited, and that's why we are so grateful to Hess to really have this partnership, because students aren't just going to learn for the sake of learning anymore. It has to be relevant, and they have to be engaged. And when it's relevant to them, they get excited about it.
Right, and when you can incorporate something fun like this, it certainly makes all the difference in the world. Now let me ask you this. This is the sixth year, I believe, that North Dakota school, every elementary school in the state is going to be supplied with these toy trucks.
That's correct. For the sixth year in a row, they get the updated version every year with a new set of curriculum to go along with it.
Well, and I was talking, we're going to hear from the principal here at the school, Brenda Beiswanger, here in a little bit, and she said they take those guidelines, but they also customize it to our local area, and that's an important aspect of it as well.
Very important, again, because things have to be relevant and authentic to our young people for them to care about learning. And so when they can relate it to things that are actually happening within their region, it's going to be different in the southeast part of the state than it is in the southwest. And so that's important. That's how real learning happens.
You said this is a sixth year. When it all began, you were in office at that time. How did it all start with Hess combining with the school department here?
I have to give credit to Hess. Actually, they reached out to us. As Allison mentioned, this is the 60th version of the Hess truck. And so this has been going on for 60 years that Hess has been doing this. But 6 years ago, Hess as a corporation understood how important it was to partner with educators and to get students involved and excited about STEM. And so they used that long tradition of the Hess truck and started having their engineers create some fun lessons. And it's just grown from there. They reached out to me and said, would you be interested? Can you help us deliver the trucks? And of course, I got our librarians involved. As a former school librarian, as I mentioned here, this was one of my first libraries, Roosevelt Elementary was. And so got the librarians involved and said, hey, help us with this. And they raised their hands like librarians do and said, yes, count us in.
I'm going to take you back to your childhood. It is Christmas time. I'm going to let you hang on to this truck, and if you flip it over, that little red button on the bottom, that's how you turn on some of the lights. And I'll show you if you want to hold it up to the camera. This thing, there are so many different compartments. There are so many different things. There's cars in there that come out. How does playtime translate into learning?
It's the best way to learn. It's truly the best way to learn, and we should take note from our youngest learners, our 3 and 4-year-olds. They have the most, they have the greatest learning from 0 to 5, and they do it by playing. And why we try to stuff that out, we can't, we shouldn't. And so when they're playing, as you heard, they're going to launch this off a ramp. They're going to figure out distance. They're going to figure out velocity. They're going to figure out all sorts of fun things. So we should all play a little bit more at this Christmas time because we'll learn along the way.
Well, you take the truck and go play. We're going to take a break. Thank you so much. And we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk to the principal at Roosevelt and one of the students, what it means to them. We'll be back right after this.